In making the city, man has remade himself.
Hey, I move 100-pound boxes where I got my stuff stored at.
You're pretty strong. You should work at Lean.
It's like the place I got my stuff stored at.
So what do you think? You get 25 to 50 hours.
25, 50 a week.
You know this lady right here? No.
Yeah. Drinking saved my life.
It did. You drank enough and you died.
I had a life-threatening infection in my jaw.
It helped?
Yeah. You don't realize. Like, look at Beethoven. He had the same thing I had. Beethoven would drink like barrels of beer a day, and it kept him alive.
Just Daniels? Are you Jack Daniels?
You never drank real German beer?
Beer?
I mean, I'm talking beer, bro, brewed from the waters of the Rhine, from the Donau, the Moselle.
And Heineken, we drank that together. Now that's a mixture.
I tried drinking Jaeger.
Let me tell you something. Now, I throw it $1,000. Look, I can bet you. I get a case of Heineken and 2 quarts of sample black and white. And I bet you can't hang. I bet you pass out
making a case of Jaeger.
I just like to say this is a very nice place. They should have like a recording system for like people that want to speak their views. And I think it's a very nice place. The people are very nice.
You come here, you're like a home away from home. It's a little rough, but you get used to it. Because it's like, you know, you just gotta get up all night, every night, you know what I'm saying? Watch your stuff. Because there's a lot of people in here that steal. You know, it's just rough. But these people here, they do anything for you. You know what I'm saying? They do anything for you.
Some of the staff is decent. You know, they'll help you out with things when you need it here and there, but very minimal. Very minimal. It is what it is. It's a shelter. You get the same crap at every shelter you go to. I don't want to stay here any more than I have to be. I'm grateful for what I have here, but I don't want to be here any longer than I have to be.
Shut the door. Shut the door. This is not right. They still, we got knobs, that's what everyone uses. There's no hot water. This is a fucking prison. I fell on hard times. I went into rehab.
If this place can't sober you up, man, to get the hell out of here, you're screwed. And I'm an addict. So they tell me they'll help me, but I don't really think they're gonna help me much until I try to clean it up.
Don't get me wrong, I'm thankful for it, but at the same time, it's not designed at all to get you out. It's designed to keep you in.
I just want to make sure I'm ready to go when I do it. You know what I mean? They understand, they're forgiving and all that. But next time, you could be 100% sure in your mind about whatever, and then there might be a little less motivation to help. This is what I think, but a lot of addictions hand in hand. Oh, don't listen to Mo over there. Mo, get out of here. He's a lifer. He's a lifer. He don't know it, but he's a lifer.
10 minutes smoke break!
I don't know if you know the history of this place. It used to be the IMH, Institute of Mental Health. I don't know if the prisons were here or not, but you know, we have a lot of guys that go back and forth. Not everyone, but there's definitely a group of folks who from prison to here, from prison to here. To be next to a prison is somewhat institutionalized, right? Because I mean, there's a process here. where you can't do this, you can't do that, you have to do this at a certain time, for basic things that everyone else kind of takes for granted.
As a felon, that makes me a minority now, even though I'm white. And I'll use that to my advantage every bit of the way. What else can I do? You think I want to be here much longer?
Come on, man. Let's go outside. Get to the freaking. Go ahead up in there.
Age before beauty.
Then you better get in there. Right now. When you come on, you're like 80 years old and you're talking about age.
What?
You gonna let him do that?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I'm not gonna go.
Come on. Well, then I'm gonna just tell you, you can't come back in. It's too cold.
You see?
You beat me.
I told you.
You can't win. You can't win. You can't win around here. Yeah. Some guys are institutionalized. Some guys will just come and stay as long as you let them because that's what they're used to. They go in and out of prison, so it's really nothing. They have their freedom. So them are the guys that you kind of want to try to reach out to a little more because this will just become home if we allow that to happen. Some people will say, well, you just got to let them be, who they are. And for me, that was a problem in my life. Somebody let me be who I was, and so I never was willing to change.
My whole hand should have hurt my freaking hand popped. I thought for a second.
I've been doing this type of work for like 10 years. I was in the shelter. After I got kind of set free from what it was that was keeping me homeless, I wanted to give back, and so I did. I stopped drinking and doing drugs. Pretty much. Was my hindrance.
You stopped drinking and then you came back and started working here and you started up again.
You guys drive me to drink. Lately it's been very good, but back in the 2-3 years ago, you could tell if it was going to be one of those nights from hell. We check the guys when they come in and we check them for alcohol. So we get to see them whether they've been drinking, doing some drugs or whatever. Today, it's nice. The guys really are learning respect here, and it's only going to get better.
Hey, George.
Hey, soup is food. You know you like soup. Stop. Just want hot chocolate.
Live and learn and dream, pal. Maybe you'll get somewhere. How's that fucking
Welcome to the circus.
You're gonna go in the fucking circus. Can't go down there, guys. Can't go down there. Oh, he's back! He's back! Here's the shot. I'm gonna show you the shot. Just one call. Oh, Rick. Get that last big crying. He's crying for you. This is the owner of the building. Oh, not crying. Sorry. Okay. Look, the light should be good.
They said I was aggressive panhandling, which wasn't true. Like, aggressive means that you're walking up to someone and begging for money. I was just standing there with a sign. I had warrants and everything else. I ended up serving 11 months on a year. So I just got out. Now I'm back here doing this. They harass the shit out of you if you're on the corner and you're panhandling. I was over on North Main Street and I was right off of a highway exit and I was just standing there with a sign and she put her blues on in the middle, like right over, coming over that bridge right where Flanagan's is. She put her blues on, she told me to turn around, dump everything on the hood of the car, and at the time I was shooting heroin and I forgot I had a needle on me and she searched my pocket, she found the needle, but she already had in her mind that she was going to arrest me right off the bat. And she thought that, she was playing super cop or whatever by saving someone else's life. I mean, I guess that's her job, to protect and serve. Like, maybe she thought she was protecting me, but in a way, I mean, that one cop did save my life.
We count every half an hour just to see how many people we have. We normally get about 120, 130 a night. but don't turn anyone away. Especially out of bed because it's really cold.
I'm sorry.
That's it, I'm grabbing your seat.
Hey, buddy, you gotta take me out to dinner first, all right? We went over this already. I am a 20-piece McNugget, 6-pack PBR. I'm all yours. Take me to Burger King.
A bread bun.
You cheap fuck, I want McNuggets.
Yo quiero salir de aquí. Yo quiero irme de aquí. Yo quiero ser feliz.
What lies within this naked, twisted, tormented soul? Is each scream of me a tick of time and mortal clock? A pleasant rapture of the soul's reward for the pain and suffering that came before. We'll meet again, oh sweet death. Will you answer my questions or will I have to live them again?
Very hard in here to fall asleep. I'm not with my wife. I used to sleep with her. Fall right out to sleep. She used to lay on my arm, and I fall right out to sleep. I've been sober 29 years because of my wife. I love her to death. She saved my life. I would go over the bridge for her. But you know, she's dying in my lap.
The voice of the lady,
and I can't see it. I don't want to build a casket and have her build in my lap and have her die in my lap. I can't do that. Because I'm going to go apeshit. Not no joke. It's just happened. It just happened. Being on the street since I was 9, you've never been homeless, huh? It's not easy. When you gotta go into McDonald's, go into the garbage can after 11 o'clock and pick the garbage to eat, then you know that's bad. You're eating like rats. What else can I do? You have to survive somehow.
The bottom line, look right here, the bottom line, homelessness kills, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Look. This is statistics by Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration. After decades of research clearly point that the average death of a homeless person is 47, which is 30 years shorter than the average life expectancy of 77. Isn't that fucked up? This shit tears you apart. Like, the heartache, the pain that you have to wake up with every day, and you gotta kind of just put it aside. Say fuck it, you know, put it aside, just start your day and try to forget about it. You know, that pain alone in your heart, it doesn't leave. You know, no matter how much you ignore it. Actually, the more you ignore it, the more it fucking gets more painful. It's a very slow and aching, worst pain in your life. Like, some days I feel like I'll never be able to cry again. And then there's days where I'll cry every fucking day for like 3 days. You know? And then you start losing control of your emotions. I'm a nice guy, but I start getting angry at the world. And I've come very close to going, you know, catching another charge for not being able to control myself, you know. And it's like, it's my fault, but at the same time, it kind of isn't because I'm losing control. You know, this homelessness really is like, we get caught in a stigma so bad, man. You know, like, this is a prime example. I had finally got my life in order. I got a job, and then I got another job. I had 2 fucking jobs at the end of this summer. And then Burger King and doing job lot floors in Rhode Island and Massachusetts and Connecticut. I was up for 3 days because the job lot job was 3rd shift. You do floors at night. And I'd come back to Providence between 5 to 7 in the morning. The shelters close at 6. So I would have to find somewhere to sleep. And it's not easy finding somewhere to fucking sleep. And even when you do find somewhere to sleep, you only have a limited time to sleep there. You know, and without some weirdo trying to fuck with you, or a security guard, or a police officer telling you to move. You know? So I ended up being up for 3 days. And I fell asleep at work. Twice. And the second time my boss fired me. It's like, you cannot work without a home. And then where do we go when all the shelters kick us out? We go to jail.
You know how many teenagers are in jail right now? Way too many. You know why? Because if you're up in there, you got a record now. Anything you do is being held against you. In court of law. So they look up your jacket. They see you done this in the past. They see you're on probation for this in the past. Guess what? You're all done. I was living in the streets since I was 9 years old, drinking, smoking crack, doing all the other things that they wanted to do. I spent most of my years in jail. I didn't even go to school.
There's a new cop he arrested me 2 weeks ago for laying on the bench across from me while I lied. Don't I do this? It's not a private park. Put a park in the middle of the city. You show free movies. You sell food and beer and wine. Then it's a place for the public to come to. This makes it a public park. So I see it next day. What did I tell you yesterday? I said, dude, I don't give a fuck. He said, yes, sir. You good? Turn around, click. Yeah.
Biggest gang in America. Boys in blue. We can't even walk down the street sideways without getting looked at. You know, that's too much.
It's like everything we do is wrong because we're homeless.
I ended up going to Supermax, and a lot of we call them demonstrations, like riots. What all you do is you just cover your window, and then they go, okay, this is the last chance, you want to cuff up and get maced. And then they fucking fog the mason with the big fogger. Cover the whole room. And then the mace is all them guys too, which is a stupid thing about mace. And then they got 4 people. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you got a torso guy, so you got 5 guys coming in. And then they got the shield guy, which is in the front. So you smash the shield. And then they're gonna beat you up anyway, so you might as well try to hurt them, because they're gonna hurt you so bad anyway. The less you fight, the more you get hurt. It's fucked up, but they put you down with the shield, and then they shock you with it. 80,000 volts. Don't do that. And then, you know, they got this guy and this guy, and they throw you on a bed, put the knee on your chest, you know, and then the guy with the camera is in the background going, how do you work this thing? I don't know, what's wrong with it? Oh my God. And every time they move the camera out, they fucking punching you and kicking you and fish hooking your eyeball.
I kept telling the nurse, I'm like, listen, I can't see. I can't see. She's like, open your eyes.
A dollar. You set it up like this. It's gonna be raining in the morning. We leave here at 6:45.
Yeah.
Why should people leave here at 6:45 when it's gonna be cold and rainy? This is a day-to-day thing. Back here by 5. Out by 5:45. No matter how cold it is, no matter how rainy it is, no matter how snowy it is. And that's why people do drugs and alcohol. Because they don't have nowhere else to go. They don't have nowhere else to go, no other situation to go out. So where they gonna go? They ain't got family, they ain't got nothing. They go downtown and hang around. What's downtown?